So after owning the Platinum Card over the past 4 years, I've learned a lot of things, and I've learned what you can justify and what you can't justify, and I've been pretty open and honest in the mistakes I've made and actually why I got this card just way too early, and I just learned of a new mistake that maybe a lot of people aren't aware of for the Platinum Card, so I kind of wanted to share my experience with you guys today, and if that serves you, well then, perfect. So one of the perceptions I had on the Amex Platinum Card that ended up being more and more wrong over time, and especially today it is the most wrong, ended up being Concierge, and that is one of the main focuses of this video today. One of the perceptions that has changed over time is that the Amex Concierge service can do everything, and we've heard, oh, Concierge was able to get that guy who was in the bathroom, he wet his pants and they were able to get him pants in the bathroom, right? They were able to get that done. Also, they were able to get, roses, flowers for your spouse on your anniversary, and or just your entire trip itinerary, and that is what we kind of known it to be over the past few years, but that has kind of changed. That has definitely changed for the worse, and like much worse. So if you guys aren't familiar, I joined CalbionG on his channel for his video kind of testing out all the different concierge services, right? So we went over the Amex Platinum Card Concierge, we did the Built Card, their Mastercard World Elite Concierge, and then we did the Sapphire Preferred, the Visa Signature, Visa concierge service. And basically the idea is whoever got on that phone on whatever concierge service, we were going to give them one task, right? We were going to DC, it was our wife's birthday, and we wanted to do a certain amount of tours. So we wanted them to encompass our entire travel experience, whether it's romantic restaurants for her birthday, gift ideas for her birthday, and then also, maybe things to do while we are in this new destination, wherever we're actually going. And what that video really highlighted was that, well, the Platinum Card doesn't do any of that anymore. So as of maybe a year ago, I'll play the clip in just a second.
Well, a few things, if possible. So basically...
So we can definitely take a look into restaurant recommendations in regards to an itinerary or things and excursions to do throughout the day. We don't technically assist with that, but I can direct you to a website that you can see different things on there.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, gotcha.
Are you open to different types of cuisine?
I think I'm just gonna hang up. I'll go through it. I was about to hang up, but maybe they'll have more info.
Do I have Anthony on the line?
Yes, it is.
Oh, to DC. Okay. Yeah, they used to, basically help with planning, stuff like that. Did they give you the information for Get Your Guide?
When did they actually change that? Do you know?
I want to say it's been a year or more. Do you have Uber on yours? Let me see. Yeah, because you get that Uber benefit every month if you use it, where you get reimbursed, which helps. Do you have access to the Resi app? What about shows in the area?
Wow.
But as of a year ago, they said that the concierge stopped doing complete itineraries completely. They don't do it whatsoever. The only thing that they do is direct you to certain restaurants and can get you reservations, most likely through Resi, because they own Resi now, so of course they're going to try to keep the money in their own ecosystem as much as possible, right? Keep the money in the family. But then also, they have done away with any other itineraries whatsoever, and if you ask them how to, or things to do in a particular area, they're just going to say, hey, have you tried Get Your Guide? And I guess it's another affiliate of them where they give you, it's essentially you find things to do your own, like as if you're just going to make a Google search, Get Your Guide will act in place of your own Google search. So, but they won't even help you on the phone anymore. They just say, here's a link to Get Your Guide, figure it out. And so this was an incredibly eye-opening experience for me, and it's something I wanted to highlight for everybody, and the perception of value you actually get with the Platinum Card, because this has been very eye-opening, and it seems small, but it extrapolates out to a much wider base of experiences than you might actually consider. So first, I want to play a call I did with the Mastercard World Elite with my Built Card for an entire travel itinerary for my wife's birthday. This was the trip I just did recently in Charleston, South Carolina, and I just wanted an entire itinerary for things to do for my wife. And this call basically highlights how much better Mastercard is at this concierge than the Platinum Card. I mean, it's literally, there is no multiplier you can ascribe to how much better it is, because the Platinum Card cannot do this at all in any facet. So check this call out real quick, and then I'll come back to you for the implications of this down the line. In this occasion, I'm going to call Mastercard's World Elite Concierge right now, and we're going to do that with our Built Mastercard, baby. You can see right here, it is a World Elite Mastercard, so it does have access to this concierge service. I'm going to call the number on the back of the card right now, and I'm going to see how different the experience is with Mastercard versus American Express. I can't even believe that this is in question, right? Can't even believe, like, the very fabric of my existence is in question.
Thank you for calling Built World Elite Mastercard. Select 2 for a Mastercard Concierge to assist you with dining reservation.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Built Mastercard Concierge. My name is April. How may I assist?
Hey, how's it going, April?
Well, how are you, sir?
Doing well, doing well. So I was just
How
looking
can I help?
to see if you can help me with kind of maybe a smaller travel itinerary for a trip I have coming up for my wife's birthday. Is that possible?
Of course. And may I start kindly by getting your first and last name?
Sure. Yes, my name is.
May I have your zip code kindly?
Yes,
Have your full card number, please?
that is.
Thank you for that, sir.
Sure.
And your phone number. And thank you for that information. Is this your first time using the concierge?
Yes, it is actually.
May I say welcome to Mastercard World Elite Concierge. My name's April, and it'll be my pleasure to help you with an itinerary. Where will you be traveling to kindly?
Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, it's gonna be. So we're going to Charleston,
Okay.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Lovely. Okay. And you did say this is for your wife's birthday, correct?
Yes, yes. So I was kind of just thinking maybe if it was possible for a list of things to do, you know,
Great.
maybe events that are going on, maybe restaurants, stuff like that.
All right. And dining suggestions. Tell me a little bit about the dining suggestions. Would you like something more along the lines of romantic?
That would actually be amazing if possible to find one that's on the water, like close to the water, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Okay, sure. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And what dates will you be there? I know that you said today. I want to check availability, especially on the water one. Nightlife as well, things to go do after
Yeah.
after dining?
Usually we like to do, I guess anything that has to do with history. So if there's like walking tours, those types of things.
Oh, definitely.
If that's possible.
There
yeah.
are a lot of those.
Really?
Absolutely, that are. We have a wonderful tour company we work with, Buyer Tour, and they do in that area have a number of walking tours. Would you be interested in maybe food tours as well?
I don't really know how it works. Maybe no, but like I guess if you book dinner reservations with the Mastercard Concierge, there are some restaurants that'll give you like a complimentary like drink or maybe like the dessert or something like that. Is that true?
Yes. If there are restaurants that are partnered with MasterCard within that city, I'll list them, and the option, the MasterCard benefit, if there are any in Charleston, I'll definitely include that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And yes, you have to make the reservations for those particular establishments through the concierge, and I'll be happy to take care of that for you. Would you be interested maybe in maybe car service for one night? Like if we find that restaurant on the water, or perhaps a limo to take you, and I'm assuming that would be the special night that you're using to celebrate your wife's birthday. Maybe limo service to and from the
I didn't
restaurant?
I didn't consider that. That would be pretty interesting. I mean, if it's not too much of a bother, yeah, I would love the option. Yeah.
Very good. So I will begin working on this and get you most of this information out to you by 6 p.m. today.
Wow.
Let's say if I could get the dining and maybe a tour itinerary out to you for your consideration, and then the rest tomorrow by 3. That's okay?
That's amazing, April. I appreciate it completely.
Oh, absolutely. And I am in all weekend. I'll be here from 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. if you should need me. And I'll make all of your bookings, if, whatever you're interested in reserving, I'm here for that for you.
I don't know if this is asking too much, but to ask like for gift recommendations too for her birthday? Is that a thing?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I can send gift recommendations. What date is her birthday? I would say if tomorrow, is that too late, or would you prefer them today? What does she like? What would be her tastes? Does she like jewelry, silver jewelry, or do you have something special in mind that you wanted me to investigate?
I centered a lot of the gifts for her this year around cooking, baking.
And what else? Does she have any other interests?
All of the All the
Okay.
all the artsy things. Yes, she does it.
I am in all weekend and at your service, and looking forward to helping you confirm everything you need to make this trip extra special.
Wow.
Okay.
April, I can't thank you enough for your help today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And anytime you call in, just remember you can ask for me. We're a small, intimate team, and you certainly can ask for me, and I'll be happy to take care of any future requests that you have.
Gotcha.
All right?
Absolutely will do, yes.
Lovely speaking to you, and you have a safe trip. When are you departing for Charleston? That would be today?
Yeah, probably just a few hours, to be honest.
Well, you have a wonderful time, and I will be researching in the meanwhile, and have a safe trip.
Bye-bye.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye. Wow. 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 That's all I could say is wow. Did you hear that call? The level of service, the questions that she asked, the entire itinerary, nothing was too off limits. They got the gifts, they got the thing on the restaurants on the water. She gave me, all the guides, everything. She asked all the good questions for an itinerary for everything that I needed. And no, not now, it's not going to happen now, but yes, we are going to try out luxury hotels because I have a feeling it's going to be better than FHR. Just have a small feeling. So this is already like one of the most eye-opening experiences for me, and I'm so glad Calby kind of did this whole test so now I could start testing this myself. I mean, Amex Concierge literally just, spit in our face and said, no, we don't do that anymore. Mastercard, World Elite Mastercard, with the built card that you get for a no annual fee card, mind you, $0 annual fee card, and you got that level of service for a no annual fee card. That's absolutely insane. So I'm going to cut to the actual itinerary that they give us, and I'm very interested to see what she came up with, but that's all I can say is wow. Are you guys not impressed? Are you not entertained? One foot out the door with the Amex Platinum Concierge, man. If they can't do that, I'm just going to start using Built for everything for my concierge needs. So that's pretty crazy. All right, let's cut to the itinerary.
So let me actually show you what they emailed me, because you're really going to be shocked at what Mastercard is actually able to do for you. So number one, if you just look at the email itself right here, you could see that they are just amazing. They say, we're going to follow up with you. Here's an entire list of things. Here's if you need help booking any of these things, call me. And I'll book it on your behalf. So really, really amazing. And even right here at the bottom, have a wonderful time, and I wish a very special happy birthday to your wife. I've never gotten that with the Platinum card in their concierge service. I mean, they told me get your guide and to use Uber, right, to get somewhere. So right off the bat, the overall experience just on the phone and their attention to detail is unparalleled whatsoever. But what I thought was more and more interesting is what they actually gave us. So look right here. So the first thing is itinerary for walking tours. So basically, Viator, which is a MasterCard partner, they're going to be using that to curate a list of walking tours first, which I'm fine with because the prices seem to be very, very low, oddly enough. And if they can help and book on your behalf, then even better. So you can see here, it actually has option 1, Historic Charleston Guided Sightseeing Walking Tour. And it gives you an entire summary of what you are to expect on this tour. And it says right here, like, $26.50 a person, so you know. Available on June 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, so you know. Tour is non-refundable, can't be exchanged, so you know. I love all of this information that they give you on this. And this is just tours. Look at this. 3 different options for tours, whether it's walking or whether it's via bus. They give you a lot of different options. Cool. Now let's go on to dining. Now here we actually told them, right? We said we want something romantic. We want something also possibly on the water, things like that, or just a good environment. So I'm very familiar with Charleston, so I know what these places actually entail and if they're good places, bad places, and everything in between. So look right here. The first place is the Husk. Right across the street from the Mills House. Very, very nice place. We actually haven't eaten there yet, but we are very familiar with it, and we know it's got some really good stuff. But a lot of the time they do a lot of seafood, and we're not into that whatsoever. But see, if you look here in the summary, it actually tells you, and it says that it actually is more of a seafood type restaurant, which is something I know inherently just by being there, but now I know just by them giving me the summary before I even get there in the first place. Cool, that's amazing, and they'll be able to get that reservation for us at any time that we're looking to do, and if it's available from the restaurant. Another thing I also like is they put the dress code. Like, look here, it has casual, this one's smart casual when they're opened, and then look at the insider tips here. Do not miss their fresh shucked oysters and highly rated blue crab bisque. Like, wow. Very, very cool that they actually offer all of those things. And remember, we talked about being on the water, Fleet Landing here, and I'm very familiar with Fleet Landing. Again, on the call I should have mentioned we don't like seafood, and then these wouldn't have actually happened. Wouldn't have gotten only seafood places that we don't care about. But if you love seafood, all these places are very good choices. And Fleet Landing, we were just there, very, very good place. Tells business casual. And you can see right here at the bottom, would you like me to make a reservation on your behalf? Simply call blah blah blah, reference number, and they are personally available from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on these dates. So pretty much a wide range of things. And one of the more interesting things is Mastercard also has, kind of like how Amex has Resi, Mastercard has their own partner restaurants that do more than I would say a Resi restaurant can kind of do for you. So they also have like the same, higher end places as well, if you're looking to do that, and also lower end places interested in as well. But one of the more interesting things I found is that they actually can, if they make the reservation on your behalf with MasterCard and they're a partner restaurant, they can give you a special, unique thing that comes with that restaurant alone. Like, you could have a free glass of wine or maybe free dessert, what have you. These things that come along with it, almost like an FHR benefit on the Amex Platinum card, but with restaurants, which I have not seen so far with the Platinum card. So kind of eye-opening to me that this experience so far is way, way better than the Platinum card could even do. Even look right here. More than just tours, this is an entire itinerary of things to see, places to go, things to do, and they give you some pictures of Charleston, and they give a quick summary of some background of the history, the sites, the museums, memorable meals, late night, for jazz and stuff, walks, historic sites, a million different things to go and see that I didn't have to research, I didn't have to look up. It was a 20-minute call, and now I have an entire itinerary of things to do. That's crazy. That's amazing, and I don't know if anybody's topping that. And quite literally just knowing, and look at this, public transportation, all these different places to go to, comedy clubs, like, need I say more? And the fact that the MasterCard, I can do this 20-minute call and have my entire trip completely covered, from the things to do, the sightseeing tours, the museums to go to, the prices of everything, the restaurants to go to and where they are and what they actually offer. It's amazing. and why would I even do anything else but call the Mastercard World Elite Concierge, tell them my preferences for what we care about in life, save our time, because time is our most valuable asset, and curate a list of things to do perfectly just based on us. And then I also wanted to go into the greater implications of this, because yes, I did just highlight how much better World Elite Mastercard is than Amex is Concierge, right? And remember, the Build card is a $0 annual fee, or if you have the new Wells Fargo Attune, I think that's going to be a World Elite MasterCard. You have a Saver One, a Freedom Flex. All of these $0 annual fee cards also come with the World Elite Concierge that is beating the $700 Platinum. But another thing to also know, and something I'm actively testing right now, and I thought is very interesting, is the MasterCard World Elite Travel Concierge. So essentially, they also have their own luxury hotel program, much like the Amex Platinum cards, fine hotels and resorts, and if you count the gold card too, the hotel collection, which is supposed to be a curated list of some of the best hotels in the world, and you can get some amenity credits for that. Like, you stay there, you get daily breakfast for two, which is usually $60 or plus dollars. You can get a experience credit, which is worth $100 that could be used towards like the on-site spa or the on-site restaurant, a million different things. Like late 4 p.m. checkout, all the different things that I have loved so far in the Amex Platinum FHR program, and very, very thankful I have the Platinum card that I can actually have access to this program to have these outsized experiences, right? But what if I told you that the MasterCard World Elite Concierge has the same thing? Yeah, they have the same thing. They have the luxury hotel program, and you can see right here for these properties specifically, it's also coming with, oh, look at that, $100 experience credit, a daily breakfast for two, 4 p.m. late checkout. So wait a second, every single thing that the Platinum card is actually offering you with this FHR credit, with from what I can see, cheaper prices than FHR, and very, very comparable to booking direct, and you can get all these different credits and benefits associated, but with $700 less of an annual fee. So in my mind, I'm just thinking like, okay, once I test this out and I realize like, okay, luxury hotel program is the bee's knees, and it actually is at least on par or even above the FHR program with the Platinum card, why not, if that's what I care about personally, which I do, save the $700 on the Platinum card and just use $700 to book hotels in those experiences with MasterCard World Elite, where I'm still going to be getting the $100 credits and whatnot. And I get it. The MasterCard luxury hotel program, sometimes they're not $100 credits. Sometimes it's just daily breakfast for two and a room upgrade. Sometimes there's a $25 credit. Sometimes a $50 credit. Sometimes it's just a welcome gift. So you kind of have to do maybe slightly more digging, because you know it's not guaranteed you're going to get that $100 credit, but it still stands that it's available, and very, very often, I will say. As far as I've been looking so far, I found it fairly often. So it's very weird how this whole concierge experience kind of like shifted my whole mindset, and really the two main things that I cared about on the Platinum card being FHR and concierge, and the fact that MasterCard can do it all for a $0 annual fee has kind of really made me rethink the Platinum card in a lot of ways. And maybe for you as well, I'm not sure. And I think the one missing component is lounge access. That's the main thing that is missing from this whole equation. And if that could be figured out, I mean, what's the real value proposition to the Platinum card beyond the lounge access? I don't really know. But I will be sure to test all of these things, and I'm going to be bringing it to the forefront for you guys. And if I can find out all of these things are true, then you might see some videos about the Platinum card in the near future. So, and in the meantime, if you want to see why I just love the Amex Platinum FHR credits so much, well, check out the Waldorf Astoria stay I did recently in Washington, D.C. It was absolutely amazing. So I hope to see you there, and as always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you.